are now set to sail from the magnificent Barcelona. Let's have a chat with the captain of the Anico Aces of the Seas, Captain Ernest du Toit, and his lovely wife Angelique in their suite. Captain, my captain, I must say, first of all, you have a gorgeous wife, Angelique.
Thank you, Hannes.
Are you going on all these cruises?
I absolutely am. I wouldn't miss one of them.
Damn, I'm on all these cruises.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully understand what you say, Hannes, and I fully agree with you.
Ernest, all jokes aside, as you know, I'm a new consultant.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. I'm a little bit nervous because I heard all sorts of things, but I want to know, how do I qualify to also go on these cruises as a young consultant?
What we do, Hannes, is one of the key drivers of our business and the success of our business is recognition, rewards and incentives. So what we do is we inspire people, we encourage people, we motivate people to grow their sales, to grow their businesses, to grow their networks. And if they achieve preset targets that we set for them at the beginning of each year, and they grow their business by generally more than 10 or 12%, and achieve sales of at least R1 million a year, then they can go overseas with us free of charge, 5-star, all expenses paid for 7 to 10 days to the most exotic locations anywhere in the world.
So age is not a thing. I can still qualify.
Absolutely. You know, I'm glad you say age is not a thing, because I can see that you're still relatively very young.
Oh, thank you.
But we have consultants who are 85 years of age, who are still qualifying to go overseas even now. So age definitely isn't a consideration. And in fact, I think as you get older, obviously you get more experience and you become even better at what you do.
Talk me through some of the past Anico incentives.
Anico has had about 25 trips over the last 30-odd years, nearly 40 years that the company in fact has existed. I have had the privilege of being a captain of Anico Aces of the Seas for the last 6. And I'll just share a few with you, Hannes. They were quite interesting. The first trip that I went on was a Croatia trip, where I was obviously inducted into the company, woken up at 2 in the morning to find out what people do between 2 and 4 in the morning, nearly landed up in the ocean, but it was wonderful. Croatia is a beautiful country. After Croatia, Italy was the next trip, and the Isle of Capri, the Blue Grotto, and shopping.
Angelique?
And shopping. After that, we went to Argentina, which was fantastic, watching the tango dances in the streets of Buenos Aires, to Patagonia, where we walked on a glacier. And it culminated in the whole group getting together. We chipped off pieces of million-year-old ice from the glacier, put it into glasses with some whiskey. And we shared whiskey on the glacier in Patagonia. It was fantastic. From there, we went to Turkey, and they weren't so sure about the dancing dervishes, but the shopping and the shopping and the shopping in Istanbul souk and carpets and trinkets was absolutely glorious.
And they don't work at all. I mean, that's a holiday.
Well, not really, because what we do is we do get together and chat about the business and some strategy, but in the main, they're there to relax, to chill, to build relationships, to interact with one another.
So the work is sort of from 5 till 10 past 5 in the afternoon.
More or less. I must say, some of the latter trips that we've had together, we went on a Baltic cruise, and they saw the grandeur of the Tsars of ancient Russia in St. Petersburg. We went to Vietnam, where there are millions of motorcycles on the streets every day. The place is crazy, but their work ethic, they'll do your suit in 24 hours, and they'll measure you every hour if that's what you want. And most latterly to Portugal, where clearly the Algarve, Lisbon, absolutely beautiful, sailing the Atlantic. So these trips are legend, and people can't wait to go. And once they've been, they'll never stop wanting to go.
And you know, that's really the truth about this, Hannes, is that it's really an incentive that is a must to work for, because until you've been on one, you can't actually describe to a consultant what they're actually missing out on. I mean, it's this wonderful sense of community and networking with fellow achievers who've achieved this wonderful opportunity to see these most exotic destinations around the world.
Yes. Your favorite destination?
I'd have to say Italy. Italy is really a wonderful nation for me, a wonderful country. You know, we might have a wonderful opportunity to be stopping by there, which is really fabulous. And you know, the way I love to share with the consultants using is by way of analogy. And if we look at this cruise, because we really are really big on reward and recognition. But if we look at this cruise, and we could say to our consultants that just imagine that Anique is the vehicle of your dreams, and your idea on being on this ship is to get as many passengers on board with you, which are your new consultants, because everything in the ship is there to help you succeed. We have all of the tools, we have all of the equipment, you just need to learn how to use it. And then of course you take your wonderful team with you to all of these wonderful destinations and enjoy a journey of a lifetime. So it's something we can really all do together. So you're thinking of being a new consultant, or it's your first step into this, what a wonderful way to start.
Absolutely. Ernest, you're also quite adventurous apparently.
I enjoy various adventures, and I must say on board ship they tell me that you can do almost anything that you want to do. So if you want to rock climb, if you want to play mini golf, if you want to play deck quotes on the deck, you can lie around the pool, sit at the bars, have some of their magnificent cocktails.
I'll do the bar thing and the pool thing. And the shopping.
And the shopping, and the shopping. And then of course they've got these extravaganzas at night, and you can dance until the early hours of the morning. So sleep isn't really a major issue on board, I don't think.
And then the captain's dinner as well.
The captain's dinner, absolutely. Now that captain's dinner is very, very special, where we bring the creme de la creme around the captain's table and we celebrate them. Because you see, when I say that recognition, rewards and incentives is a key driver for this business, there are several drivers in the business that are crucial. This is one of the most important, simply because many people can't afford, Hannes, to go on trips like this. They've never thought or considered the opportunity. They don't necessarily have the money. And you know what you do is you open up the world to them. You show them what is out there and what is possible. And at the end of the day, that statement that says, what are you doing? You're building relationships, you're creating memories. And it's not what you say or do, it's how you make them feel. So they come back from a trip like this and it's indelibly imprinted on their minds forever. They share it with all their friends, family and their networks. And next year we have new people who come and join us on the trip.
A final message for all the passengers on board.
It's really worth being part of this captain's extravaganza. You know, Anique is not just something we do. Anique is a way of life. And it really is creating life-changing opportunities for people every single day. And as we say, rewards and recognition are very huge for us, but really the heartbeat of this business is caring for people. And so if people care for people, the business takes care of itself.
Absolutely, and if I can add to that, the whole role of Anique is to come alongside people who've not necessarily seen nor fulfilled their potential, so we can help them achieve financial independence, give them confidence, give them self-esteem, give them the tools with which they can succeed, and then to come alongside them and watch as their lives improve, their families' lives improve, their networks' lives improve, their communities' lives improve, and the country becomes far more productive. So it really is an investment in people and in the community and in the country.
Thank you so much, Ernest and Angelique, for chatting with us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as said, we are departing for Barcelona. But before we go, let's just have a look at this impressive city. Barcelona is the capital of the autonomous community of Catalonia and the second largest city in Spain after Madrid. Barcelona is the largest metropolis on the Mediterranean Sea and the fourth most economically powerful city by GDP in the European Union. Don't be surprised to see people climbing on each other once in a while in Barcelona. They are called the Castells and the Human Tower. The tradition of building castles originated in Valls, near the city of Tarragona, in the southern part of Catalonia towards the end of the 18th century. Talk about carrying someone else's weight. From the Barceloneta, which is small Barcelona, the traditional district of sailors and fishermen, to the beautiful Picasso Museum of Barcelona that is devoted to the most important Spanish artist we all know and love. You'll be astounded and overwhelmed by this city's beauty. Back to the entertainment deck.